everybody, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. As you see, back up in the craft room. Thought we'd do some crafting and chatting. And what had happened was, in the middle of the night, this is still early morning, they suggested, YouTube suggested a video to me that I was like, oh my stars and garters, that's so darling. One thing, as you see if you've been following my cookies, not only the batch that I showed in my last video, but ones that I had done last year as well. Those cookies were inspired by cookie artists and bakers on YouTube. Excuse me, they're real, they're edible. You can eat them. So YouTube, like I said, in the wee hours of the morning, said, look at this cookie. Isn't that a cute cookie? And it was teddy bear cookies. Now, I'm doing my own thing with these. Number one, they're fake. They're clay. And number two, as you see, I've already decorated 2 of these cookies. I still need to decorate this one and all of these because I just now made them. Now, we can go off of the fake routine and say, and they're too hot to decorate. You know what a corn pone I am. Anywho, so, and these guys are decorated with, I call it spackle, which it had been for years now. They're calling it spackling, but okay. And also some clay items as well from molds. And then this is spackle, 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 spackle. Okay, so let's try to do one together. And I thought I'd show you those right off the bat because you might be like, Corn, I don't want a teddy bear Valentine. You can also make suckers out of them, guys. You know what I mean? Okay. So, let's get started. Now, the clay that I'm using is the Play-Doh Air Clay. And I will be honest with you, it's not my favy. But Walmart was carrying it, and I got it, and I like Model Magic a whole lot better. And a lot of people do not use either of these types of clay. That air dry clay that they use is much more substantial, it's harder, it's heavier, and for my decorations and things like that, I don't need something like that. And for me personally, as most of you all know, you can just tell by my hands, I am older. I'm 68 now, but it's not going to be long till I'm 69. Okay. And this stuff does feel really good to my arthritis. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that feels good. So, I have dyed it, and I dyed this color with Apple Barrel Puts Out Light Mocha, and you know you can get this at Walmart. It has gone up, but I don't think it's past 60 cents yet. And then this one I dyed with Territorial Beige, okay? Now, since you're working with white, you know what I mean, to get the darker colors, it takes quite a bit. If you're using a lot of clay. I mean, if you're just going to use a pinch of clay, then you're all right. But I had to keep adding on and on and on to this one, okay? As I said, if you saw my last video where I talk about this clay, it's full of bubbles. And even though you work it, because you got to work that paint in, it's still just so bubbly. Now, my rolling pin is, I got this at Hobby Lobby. It comes with these guys. Oh, there goes my light because I touched it. And to judge, you know what I mean, they come on the ends, and that's to judge how thick you want your fondant, because this is all for fondant, or fondant, however you would like to say it. But for me, when it comes with the cookies and stuff, I take 4 of these, I call them tongue depressors, or massive what are they, ice cream sticks or lollies or whatever. Whatever. You know, these days. I still think they look like tongue depressors though, but they're in the craft aisle in Walmart if you're interested. And see, here we go. Here we go. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop. There comes the bubbles. And yeah, that's a hat pin, in case you're wondering, what did corn just do? You can see the bubbles here as well. And with this, because I can't stand the way that looks, I'm going to fold it over. And yes, we might get some bubbles from folding it over. I understand that. Okay. If you don't want to make a mess, you can see I've got the paint on me here and here and here. If that bugs you, you don't want that, just, you can wear some, like, latex gloves. And that'll help with that if you're like, ew, I don't want that corn. I don't mind it. I've been working with paint almost all the time for years and years and years. So I'm like, all kinds of paint, not just craft paint. Okay. Now, what I got to cut this, I got a bunch of the circle cookie cutters. Let me show you that real quick. This is what I got. It's an 11-piece round cutter set. And this is from Amazon, okay? But I'm pretty sure, I can't swear it, but I'm pretty sure you can get these at Hobby Lobby. If you can't find them in the clay section, because they do have cutters for the clay, they may be in the baking section, okay? So this size, and I'm going to have to measure it for y'all because I don't know what it is. Yes, I should have been better prepared, but I'm supposed to be sleeping, so. Oh, and look, that is a fail. You see the width being like that? So, we're not using that one. So evidently, I didn't go all the way where I was supposed to with my rolling. Okay, let's do that again so it can be nice and even. Okay. I don't know if I'm still in frame. I hope so. Okay, much better. And to take it off that surface, as you know, it's very, you just touch it and it wants to move on you. Oh, I promised to give you that. This one is 2 1/4. And this little baby one for the ears is 1. Okay, 1 inch. Alrighty. I apologize if you are on the metric system because I was taught like for a half a week and it didn't take. Okay, now if your clay comes out in the cutter, where did I put it? Well, if it had been a snake, it'd have bit me. Okay, and very gingerly touch the very side of it, and if it shows any marks at all, so you can manipulate it a little bit right now. That's the part I'm going to put in on that. Okay, and then we're going to cut another one. Alrighty. And that has to come off in that way because whenever this clay touches any other clay, it's going to want to stick. And that gets a wee bit frustrating. Okay, here we go. Oh, now see, don't do that. But that can go where I'm going to attach it to the other circle. But yeah, I kind of got aggressive. And these things almost always happen when you're doing a video where they didn't happen before. I'm going to use this grid. That's why I have it out for two reasons. One is glass. It's 10 ounces. And who so many of us here adore. And, well, I shouldn't say adore. We just really like him a lot. And then this one, you kind of put them, I've got this angle because you see, I kind of smushed that a little bit there, which I was going to do anyway, but not yet. So, now, okay. Alrighty. And then, you're going to put it like this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And then you could just touch them, but for me personally, I really, I keep going a little bit because I want them to be nice and attached. Do you know what I mean? Very attached. Okay. And when it comes to his cute little nose, or her cute little nose, and if you think of teddies only for children, then okay, I get it, but I don't, because I personally love teddies too, and I never had one as a child. And I know what you're thinking, Corn, maybe let's psychoanalyze you. That's why you love them so much, because you didn't have one. I made just a little ball. You can do like so, or you can do like so. And then I'm going to try to manipulate it into more of, flatten the front of it out for me, because I got to do a little bit of either painting or frosting work on it. Okay. And I'm going to, oh, the one that they showed me, guess what they had on for its nose? They had a Jelly Belly jelly bean. I thought that was so cute. And once this baby goes down, guys, it's down. And you can, smush it in if you would like. And then I've got over here, maybe this one of my cookies that I iced with dyed spackle, or spackling. This is a mold, and then this is the spackle that I did the leaves out of. So, and then you can line it up, and then kind of squish it in to that clay, because this one is dried and this one is not. And normally I would do the hearts, now as well, the cookies, so that I could put them in and they would stick beautifully, and everything. Because these should still stick, but if they do not, I will still have the placement ready, and then I will, it's suggested that you use crazy glue to adhere it. I haven't had to do that yet, but it's a possibility. Okay, now this is not going to come up on its own. So Handsome had bought me, my hubby had bought me these tools. Are these for a Cricut or something like that? Which I don't have. But I was like, oh honey, thank you so much. And I use them like crazy. I do. I use them constantly. But I don't have a Cricut. So what we're going to try to do is very, very gently pick him up. I'm going to let this dry completely, which takes a couple of days, okay? For this clay. I mean, to completely dry. You can handle it. It won't take 2 days for you to handle it. But you know what I mean? I let it really, really, I want it to really, really dry before I mess with it, you know, with the spackle and everything. Now, we can do another one. You all can say bye now. I don't want to do another one. I would like to do one more because you're going to laugh at me, but I like odd numbers better than even. Now, does this mean I have to do another one? No. No. But I'm doing another one because I've got 4 made and I want 5. Okay. Alrighty. So again, we're just going to work this a little bit. There, you hear it? Listen. Listen. That's all that air in there. And I know some of you are saying, well, Corn, you're creating more air right now. I do get it. I get it, but how come that doesn't happen on my other clays? That's my question. And if you know, I would sincerely appreciate it if you would tell me in the comments below. See, listen. That one was me. Okay, well, let's add this to it because it's just sitting over there so lonely. Now, this color to me reminds me of my mama's coffee. Now, Mom had to have, see, I see that air bubble right there. You can see it. Mom had to have her coffee first thing in the morning. She said, you guys, don't talk to me till I've had my coffee. And it was just her little treat time. You know what I mean? It was peaceful. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was very peaceful. And she had time just to sit there and do her thing and think her thoughts, you know? Yeah, there's air bubble. So I get it. I didn't get it as a kid. I was like, what's that about? But, you know, when you get older, you get a whole lot of things, don't you, that you didn't when you were young. Again, you don't have to fold your clay over like that or anything close to it. I'm just doing it because I don't want any air bubbles. I don't like them. I'm going to go over here. Ooh, baby. Now, let's see. Did I do it to where, yeah, we're pretty even. Also, since they're supposed to mimic cookies, I like this little space where you can see where the cookie cutter was. At first, I didn't like it at all. See that? Hopefully that's showing up. And like I said, excuse my hands because they're coated in paint. Way to hold it. Nope, that's not even. Okay. This is another reason I do so much of it, because of something like that. Evidently, I didn't bear down as much once I got to the end, I reckon. I thought it looked good at first, but nope. Okay. Now, let me see if I can take it off with this. There we go. Alrighty. And then, let's do some ears. when metal meets glass. Now, another way you can get them out of there. Oh, wait a minute. Did I ever tell you all what you should do to make it look like a cookie for real? There's quite a few things you can do. You can take a stiff paintbrush and go around it, you know, to where it looks all crumbly and stuff like that. I don't personally do that, but you can. Another way you can get this out is to take just a teeny tiny piece of clay, and you could take it out that way. That's not my idea. I think that's, is it Glitz and Glue, I think, who does tons of fake bakes. I think that's her channel name. I don't know her real well, but I think so. That's what she does. She's so clever. She has her own clay too, guys. You can get her clay on Amazon. But anyway, she takes like a piece like this and touches it real quick, and it'll come out. But it wants to, that little piece for me wants to stick on this. So I personally don't do it that way, but she's successful in it. But I'm not very successful in that. This is better for me. Okay. Alrighty. And like I said, if it leaves any marks at all, you can fiddle with it till it stops, or you can put it where it's going to be attaching to the other piece of clay. Therefore, you're all right. I heard somebody say that they did not like it when you couldn't see, you know, if you're doing a fake bake, if you couldn't, if they left the cookie like I did, because it's not really a fake bake that looks realistic. But you know what? That's the way I want to do them. I've done them the other way as well, but I like them this way, personally. And guess what I just did? I was going to do the ears and the nose and this lighter. Oh well, I'll have to do that next time. That'll be next time. And let me see, how about this cookie with a little lavender rose on it? Ooh. Stay there, baby. Stay put. This is like my strange pancake turner. And there we go for this. Oh, I didn't put his nose on. But you all, time-wise, let's save some time. Time-wise, you know exactly what it's going to look like. I want to thank you all for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.